Professor? But what are you doing?
Hey, I prefer this professor than to the other professor, if you know what I mean.
My brother.
No, Ray.
Oh. Yeah, fuck her. She can go die. I don't care.
What do you... Oh, yeah, he said this line.
What am I doing, Mr. Wright?
Oh my... Wait. You're gonna voice him as the
God.
prosecution.
I'm voicing the prosecutor. That's crazy.
Yeah, you
Wait, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, Noah! Oh my god!
Yeah?
You literally said he's gonna stand against us in the last trial at the end of the second trial.
Did I?
Yeah, I remember! Like, when we were talking with him, and I was like... I remember this bit specifically. I was like, I thought this game was Professor Layton versus phoenixwright, and he's like, I'm gonna stand against you in the last trial.
Wow! Huh.
I was about
Funny
to...
how that turned out.
I was about to say, now this is Professor Layton versus phoenixwright, and then I remembered that bit.
Wow. I don't remember that at all.
I'm afraid my only concern here is the truth.
And nothing but the truth, so help me God.
The truth?
The truth behind the real identity of the Great Witch, Espella Cantabella.
No, you got the name wrong. It's actually... Darklaw. He doesn't have a first name, apparently.
If seeking the truth requires us to stand on opposite sides of the courtroom, then so be it.
Oh my god. Why does it look like sort of hot?
I expect you to defend
Oh my
Miss
god.
Cantabella with everything you've got, Mr. Wright.
Court is now back in session.
I didn't even know we went into a recess, but here we go.
Are you prepared, High Inquisitor?
Yes, oh wait, you mean Darklaw.
So long as I remain on the witness stand, I am no longer High Inquisitor. Simply Darklaw will suffice.
It's Darklaw. I'd just like to confirm something. A moment ago, we established that you were in fact present at the bell tower during the time of the incident. That makes a total of 3 people at the scene. And then perhaps a 4th helped.
It would appear that was the case.
And perhaps even a 5th one came in and helped too. However, you managed to stay hidden from 10 different guards. With the help of this right here.
Your robe of invisibility.
Yet I can still see it. In other words, there's every reason to be suspicious of your actions tonight. Oh, you can see his dope-ass head right now.
Yeah. He's like peering over the text box.
It looks like he's fucking like cut in during the cross-examination. You see his fucking... You don't even see him, you just see his big-ass forehead.
Lady...
His big-ass forehead. You mean his 5 head?
Of course. I see the one now.
I might buy one too, I can't lie.
Lady Darklaw, while I cannot believe you would deceive us in such a way...
People see you with that shirt on, they'd be like, is that your fictional crush, Noah?
I asked that you told the court what happened at the time of the incident.
T.
Very...
Right.
Very well.
Very well. It is I, Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum! Barnum! What are you doing here? I'm trying.
Okay, Barnum's disappeared. No, I can't die, Sir Blue Knight. I need to have Noah voice me more. He misses me.
I do.
The town square was to be the parade's final stop. I patrolled the perimeter to ensure nothing was amiss. As I passed by the bell tower, a pair of small footprints leading inside caught my eye. I went inside to investigate. I had my own reasons for not allowing any of those vigilantes to see me.
I'm afraid I do need to hear those reasons.
I climbed the stairs up the bell tower and saw an intruder inside with their back turned. I proceeded to apprehend them.
Alright.
You apprehended the intruder?
Well, I hold the position of High Inquisitor. There are often times when I must partake in various secret tasks, unbeknownst to the citizens of Labyrinthia. One of those tasks being ensuring the security of the storyteller.
What? Security?
As such, there was nothing odd nor suspicious about my actions tonight.
I see. And I hear. And I taste. And I touch. And I smell. Defender, you may now begin your interrogation.
Ranks, Your Honor! Professor?
I love puzzles. Rubik's Cube, where'd my Rubik's Cube go?
It's up your ass!
Where? What'd you say, Luke?
It's time for the interrogation.
Okay. Alright, let me lock in.
Hold it!
Oh shit, we get to... Oh my god. Nothing was amiss. You mean there was no immediate threat to the storyteller?
Now you tell me, Defender. Surely you remember the...
She looks so hot in this frame.
Surely you remember the final part of the story?
She must mean that part about the storyteller's death.
There is little possibility of changing the outcome of what has already been written in the story. However, there are still those who would challenge the story and make an attempt at changing the inevitable.
Like me!
Yes.
That is what I too think. Fucking bitch!
What's popping, my homo... What's crack-a-lackin', my homies? Did you notice something?
What's up, witchy baby? You could say that. It's just, look at Kira. She's been looking down in the dumps since the start.
Oh right, Kira. I honestly forgot she was here.
Not only that, she looks sort of scared, too.
You're right. Can't afford to forget about her. I wonder if Kira has anything else you can tell us about. Let's throw him to question her the second I see an opening.
Hold it!
Those must have been Miss Kira's footsteps from when she snuck into the bell tower, correct?
Indeed, the ground outside was quite muddy after the rain, so her footprints were easily visible.
Right. According to the vigilante's testimony, they thought the footprints looked like Foxy's, but it turned out that they weren't hers.
That's right. Her footprint would have contained a mark where her stiletto had been. But the footprints I saw at the bell tower contained no heel mark at all.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right, Luke. When you stepped... wing spice went down the wrong pipe. And you stepped inside those footprints on your way up the stairs so as to not leave your own and risk being detected, correct?
Exactly. At that time, my main task was to ensure the safety of the town square. In doing so, it was of the utmost importance that no one knew of my presence there.
Had the townspeople noticed your presence there, would undoubtedly have raised some suspicion.
Indeed, so naturally that is why I did not wish to be noticed by the vigilantes. Therefore, it was imperative that I mask any traces of my being there, even if it meant utilizing another's footprints.
I see. Rather a clever tactic worthy of the High Inquisitor herself.
Is there anything off about her testimony just now? Oh. What? What the fuck? Inquisitor
Layton! Inquisitor Layton!
It's only been 6 minutes? What? Oh, right, because we restarted and saved.
Yeah.
Miss Darklaw, I just noticed something very in your testimony that's very relevant to the case. The defense requests that you amend your testimony. That save was pointless.
You just can't help letting that ridiculous imagination of yours run wild, can you?
The Inquisition has no objections. Very well. The witness will amend her testimony.
Let's get a good look at this. Alright, no.
There was no heel on the footprints, so as I ascended the stairs, I was careful to match my footsteps to them as far as possible.
It's gotta be this, right?
I think so, because I'm pretty sure she's wearing stilettos as well.
Hold it!
Miss Starklaw, what was your reason for going up into the bell tower alone?
It is as I said earlier. I was in the town square to make sure the area was secure.
Okay, but like, surely you had some inkling that Pizzella might have been lurking around there somewhere, right? Wouldn't it have been a lot better if you went into the bell tower for some backup from the vigilantes?
Defender, you witnessed the summoning of the fire dragon.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry, man.
The fire The fact that I did that... Wait, oh my god. The fact that I did that on your channel twice, and now you're doing it on my channel twice!
Why can't I get through this fucking line? Defender, you witnessed the summoning of the fire dragon with your own eyes, did you not?
I'm disappointed in you, Noah.
10 more people at my side against a power such as that would only mean 10 more lives lost.
He's got a point there.
Besides, even if those 10 had been with me,
They're fucking useless.
their combined strength is nary that of even Barnum's annoying mutt.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy work.
No objections here.
Say, Nick,
Nick.
you want to do her, right? About Darklaw's testimony, I think I noticed something kind of fishy.
Fuck yes! Yeah, me too. You're probably thinking I do. I get it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Objection!
You did it.
Caught the tiger
Caught
by
a
her.
tiger by its tail.
No, caught a tiger by her stilettos. What I have here is a sketch of the bell tower. So tell me, Miss Starklaw, are these your footprints in the sketch?
It would appear so. I would never mean to offend the hard work of Labyrinthia's vigilantes, but tonight's task was mine and mine alone.
Okay. You put it that way, I can't help but notice a contradiction.
What did you say?
She looks like she's like trying to like catch your breath.
It's hard work, standing.
Historical, you stated the following. When you climbed the stairs, the footprints had no heel. You tried to match your footsteps to them as far as possible. However, if you look at the actual footprints that were left behind, you clearly see that not only is the heel present, but so is the entire foot. If you were trying so hard to step on the footprints already there, then the footprints in the sketch shouldn't have heel marks.
That is very true, although I do not think that such a small detail is of much importance in the long run.
I agree it's a small detail if you're on order, but that's not all I noticed. There's something very telling about Miss Darklaw's testimony.
Telling you say?
She stated that she stepped onto the footprints that were already at the scene in order to disguise her presence. Now, there's something strange there. Specifically, why were those footprints left at the crime scene in the first place?
Objection.
Oh shit, oh god. He's gonna be,
Mr. Wright.
Why does he get the suspense theme first fucking line? Yes, Professor?
You're so fucked. Tell me, can you show the court why this seemingly minor detail is hard?
I can't exactly do that at the moment. You know, Layton is like Edgeworth, but if he just never lost his cool.
Yeah.
Which just actually means he's gonna be the most terrifying prosecutor. He's Edgeworth, but he never loses his composure.
Who can say whether or not these footprints are indeed worthy of concern? And if it is an issue, then what exactly are the implications? That, above all, is what you must answer, Mr. Wright.
Layton, can you, like, not make fair points? We're only, like, 20 minutes in.
No. I do not believe you can assert that this is a blatant contradiction at this time.
Ugh. Here he goes again, flexing that amazing brain he has. Excuse me! What is it, Miss Kira? Oh, it's nothing, really. What the frick was that about?
It looked like Kira definitely had something she wanted to say just now.
Get those gummy bears out of your mouth, Maya.
No!
It would appear the witness has nothing to add.
Objection!
Thank you for the gummy bears. I don't know what to call your assistant. Who are they?
Sir Maya Ham.
Okay, thank you, Sir Maya Ham, for the gummy bears.
Wait a minute, Maya!
Will you please... Maya! Wait. Anyway, Lady Dogger, please continue with your testimony.
Of course. Anyway. I know, we got a freaking press. That was the end of the testimony. Sorry. Hey,
Nick,
Nick.
is it just me, or do you feel like we're being watched?
Yeah, tell me about it.
I wonder what's up with the professor.
What am I gonna have for dinner tonight?
Something must have happened. There's no way he'd turn on us like this.
Honestly, I feel like we saw the reason why, and I still don't know why. Like,
Or he could just be playing the long game.
Professor's been very quiet so far. Surely, Layton!
Ah!
You must have
What
noticed
is it,
something that
Mr.
doesn't add up to the... what? Huh? I was mid-thought.
Oh, my bad, I'll go back to sleep.
There's gotta be something of the assessment that I can use. Just to make sure we can cover the...
That's right, Ace Attorney TV.
Oh!
Hold it!
Historic law. What was the reason for going to the bell tower alone? Wait!
You already said that. I think we just have to pursue.
Well, yeah.
I think we just have to pursue, like her at any point during that
Hold
press.
Oh. And what were those reasons?
They relate to protecting the storyteller. It was something I was to carry out at that particular time.
Did it perhaps have something to do with what was already decided upon in the story?
The storyteller's word is absolute. Therefore, any and all those who make an attempt to alter his will must be dealt with immediately.
Oh.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Kira. Witness. Ah! Yes. Figures. She doesn't remember her own name. You seem to be deep in thought about something. Did you remember anything regarding the High Inquisitor's testimony? No, I'm sorry. Nothing in particular. It's just... I'm a little disappointed in myself. Disappointment? I traveled all the way here to Labyrinthia in order to fulfill my mission, but all I managed to do was fail and end up being captured.
Regardless of your own failure, Miss Kira, the storyteller did die as was foretold, did he not?
Tonight, as the ring came pouring down over the town, you have arrived at your location. Naturally, the bell tower was surrounded by guards on patrol. And to be exact, I was very nervous. We'll be talking about the vigilantes. Just relax, you'll be fine. So long as you're being this brave, I kept telling myself. What did I know is wrong? But that's what I haven't, I was just a bit more careful.
Enough! I would be thinking more about atoning for your past crimes and less about what could have been if I were you.
Damn. Damn, Judge.
Is there anything wrong with Kira's testimony?
I think so. I don't know what, though.
Hold it! About your testimony, Miss Kira. You were thinking to yourself that so long as you had your robe on, you would be fine. Yes, that's right, I was... So basically, you were wearing the robe the whole time you were on top of the floor, in the top floor of the bell tower. Is that correct?
And only people from the Eldritch Woods can actually see the robe, so...
Yes, I had it on the entire time. But until I was attacked. Then my robe was ripped off by the wind. Miss Kira, this is the first time we've heard any mention of this information. Is that so? I must have just forgotten.
Your Honor, perhaps we should update this piece of evidence in the court record.
The autopsy report. No!
Right you are. Lady Darklaw, please continue your testimony.
She looks so fucking evil, bro.
That's less. Yeah.
Press the wrong button.
Do you feel like we're being watched? Hi, how are ya? Anyways, I'm gonna just speedrun the frack out of this. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this speedrun.
Objection!
Holy shit! So, the person you saw when you entered the bell tower was actually Miss Kira. The only problem with that is that it would have been impossible.
love a good puzzle.
Hang on!
Ah! Yes. Hello. I'm awake.
What are you talking about, Defender?
Miss Kier, or should I say, the witness, stated that while she was waiting on the upper floor of the tower, she was wearing her invincibility robe. Therefore, how the fuck did you see her?
Oh, you're quite right, but foul language. Come on.
Fuck!
Anyone wearing this robe anyone wearing this robe becomes invincible.
Da da da!
Edit
Right.
in the title card there.
There is just one particular group that can see anyone dressed in this robe.
And who is that exactly?
Me! I mean, only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see the robe. If you're from the Eldritch Woods, then you'll have absolutely no problem seeing this thing.
Objection.
Objection.
So, what you are saying, Mr. Wright, is that Miss Darklaw here actually hails from the Eldritch Woods. Is that correct? And that she knew this girl prior to tonight.
That's right, Professor.
What is this?
Can this judge stop?
Most impressive display, Mr. Wright. However,
I'm very angry.
I'm mad now.
I'm sorry, like, Layton desk slamming made me shut the fuck up. Holy shit.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your
There was one
nasty
detail.
eye.
There's one detail that you appear to have overlooked.
Your hairline. Something I overlooked?
You say Miss Darklaw saw something she should not have been able to see. However, the truth is that there is one other possibility as to what occurred tonight.
Did he just say what I think he said? There was one more possibility as to what occurred tonight. Yeah, he did.
It's rather easy to work out. Quite simply, the witness was not wearing the robe in the first place. What are you talking about, Inquisitor?
Inquisitor
This witness has proven her memory of tonight's events to be quite unreliable. I believe that by the time she climbed the bell tower, she had, in fact, already removed her robe.
What?
'Tis as you say, Inquisitor. As you can see, Defender, your assertion is mere speculation at best. Your little witness here has been lying to the court this entire time. It's as simple as that.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's enough! That's enough! Oh shit.
Oh.
Lady
Oh.
Darklock, how could you? How could you simply...
Oh.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh man! How could you simply abandon us? How could you betray us?
Betray? Witness, what is the meaning of this?
It's actually the deceitful turnabout, not the betrayed turnabout. Lady Darklock, you are the
Oh. Well, she's just coming out and say it.
you're the
out and
mistress
say
of
it.
the Eldritch Woods. You're the one responsible for handing us our tasks.
What?
This wretched girl is nothing more than a detestable spawn of magic. Her words cannot be taken seriously.
I'm taking them seriously. Oh.
People of Labyrinthia, I ask you, what am I if not a loyal daughter of this fair town?
What's that symbol on her hand?
It's yeah, the symbol of the witch.
Oh shit!
It's what the witch kind of looks like.
No! You're lying, Lady Darklaw! When I was waiting up there at the tower, I was suddenly wearing my robe! Lady Darklaw, you were also wearing a similar robe, were you not? Oh, shit!
Boom!
Don't you remember?
What nonsense. I haven't a clue what you're babbling about.
This shit is getting
I simply
spicy.
managed to sneak right by those makeshift guards. 'Twas not the most demanding of tasks for someone like me.
I'm expecting to hear 10 objections soon.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. That would be true. If you've been sneaking around by yourself. What?
What?
By
It is
yourself?
over.
Witness, explain yourself.
Enough.
Enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. Listen to me and listen well. Continue as you are, and I will see to it that this court be the last place in which you ever set foot.
That's a threat.
That is not. The end is
not a
already
murder.
nigh. After the events of today, I shouldn't even be here right now. Miss Kira, you're saying that Miss Darklaw was not by herself at the time of the incident? That's right. No!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wow.
I have so many questions in this image. What? First of all, what the fuck happened to Espella? Second of all, what is Darklaw trying to do here? What?
I'm gonna make a theory that probably at some point in their childhood they had a falling out, a very bad falling out, and Darklaw wanted to get revenge by having Espella kill her father and being sentenced to death for it. As for, she's bringing Espella up to frame her. She's trying to set the scene. That's what she's trying to do in this image.
Regardless, the past 5 minutes have been fucking insane. What
Yeah.
the hell?
I'll say, man.
I think we've reached the point of we have to finish this.
Yeah. There's no going back.
Lady Darklaw was wearing the invisibility robe. Underneath that robe was a young girl passed out on her back. What?
A girl? Could that be?
Yes. It was the very same girl imprisoned inside the cage up there.
You mean... Espella Cantabella?
What is happening?
Order! Order!
Bro, I'm barely wrapping my head around this. What is going on?
So the accused was carried up the bell tower?
My lord, there is nothing left for me to say.
What do you mean?
It is the word of the High Inquisitor versus that of a witch. Tell me, who would you sooner believe?
Right now, her status doesn't matter.
Objection.
Miss Darklaw, you of all people should be aware that this isn't a matter of believing or not believing. I'm afraid those are words that carry no meaning here. The only thing that carries any meaning here within the courtroom is evidence. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright?
Yes, absolutely, Professor.
Well now, things are beginning to heat up a little, are they not?
Also, I just have to mention this. Anytime she's talking, her nose loses its outline.
Oh my god, it does. What the hell?
Fine. Tell me, Defender, have you the means to prove this assertion? Do you actually think that you can prove that I, the High Inquisitor of Labyrinthia, carried the accused into the bell tower?
I keep forgetting that I'm still on the save icon. From the looks of it, Miss Kira was supposed to keep quiet about Darklaw's little secret. But she couldn't deal with all of Darklaw's denials and finally found the guts to chime in. I can't let Kira's efforts go to waste. I don't hear what stands in my way. I'm going to find the truth. Your Honor, the bench wishes to present evidence proving that Miss Darklaw did, in fact, carry my client up there. My best guess is the pendant, but even I don't really know what it could be.
The cat.
The fuck
I
do you
mean,
mean?
we only saw the cat. Yeah, that doesn't really work. I was gonna say the cat because the cat was up there with Aspella. But the pendant probably makes more sense, so.
Well, very well, defender. You may present your evidence. I forgot I was the judge. Show us the evidence that proves Lady Darklaw carried the accused up power.
Do we just say fuck it, we ball?
Sure.
Take that!
Alright. Oh shit, no, not alright.
And just what, may I ask, is that supposed to mean, Defender?
Say what? What? Got him.
Mr. Wright, pains me to say this, but it seems I may have overestimated you.
Well, that's mean. Come again?
You are not worthy to stand behind that bench.
What's that?
Take that strange lackey of yours and leave this courtroom now.
Lackey! I'm gonna punch that bitch!
Wait a second. Strange lackey? Hey, you don't think she means me, do you, Nick?
I'm pretty sure she actually did.
Nick, you're just gonna sit there and let her get away with that trash talking with me like that?
I sure am. Welcome to my world!
My sister's name out your fucking Phoenix is gonna pull a Will Smith.
Anyway, the best was just to try again. I mean, I don't need the slander, okay? Like, fuck you. I'm just saying.
It's a good thing you saved, because if we get this one wrong, we're fucked. We're down to 1 HP.
What do we do?
You know, I could just be smoking one, but I really think it could be the cat.
Wait.
Well, wait. Let's look at the prints. Actually,
There should be two sets of. Oh my god, there should be two sets of footprints.
Take that!
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
God. I feel so stupid. There's something in your testimony just now that I'm not buying. And that's the footprints that were left at the bell tower.
Did I not just finish admitting that those were my footprints?
Miss Darklaw, you stated the following. There was no heel on the footprints, so as I ascended the stairs, I was careful to match my footsteps to them as far as possible. However, the reality is... the footprints pictured in the sketch actually do contain a heel. That means something must have prevented you from being able to tiptoe along the footprints that were already there.
Prevented? Ah, you mean...
That's right, Your Honor. Miss Darklaw, when you climbed up the bell tower tonight, you must have been carrying your Cantabella on your back, is that correct? If you remember, it rained quite heavily tonight. That means the stairs must have been quite slippery. With your two hands occupying my client, there would be no safe way for you to tiptoe the stairs without falling. That right there is the truth behind the footprints on the staircase. We're gonna act like that was a good point.
It is a fair point, though.
I mean, yeah, but not a very good one.
Still a fair point.
Lady Darklaw, you...
Fine. I admit it.
What? Whoa. What?
Oh. Okay. Let's see where this play goes.
It is as you say. I donned the robe and made my way up the tower.
What is happening?
But I was not alone. I carried both the Spella Cantabella and her little friend up the tower with me.
Huh.
Okay.
Little friend?
That black-furred creature of hers. The thing is nary ever a second from her side. Oh, she must mean Eve.
But where's Adam?
Shut the fuck up.
When I arrived at the top of the tower, I saw this girl already there and called out to her.
I was very shocked to see the mistress show up in person like that.
The girl's presence was an inconvenience, so I immediately put her to sleep. Believe it or not, it's just like you said, Defender. I used what remained of Belduke's medicine to put the girl out of the picture.
And that's when Miss Kira put up a fight and pulled this pendant off your neck, correct?
That's right.
I cannot fathom it. That would mean this pendant actually belongs to you, Lady Darklord.
That's 5. I just have one question to Starklaw. Why? Why take a spell off the bell tower? Why render her unconscious? And why go through the trouble of sneaking past the guards? What exactly was your aim in all of this?
I am in no way obliged to answer that question, Defender.
What? What makes you say that?
Simple. None of this has any relevance to the case at hand.
What?
That is why.
How can you say that?
Objection!
Yeah, the only appropriate answer to that question. Miss Darklight, you rendered the witness unconscious and locked her up at the top of the bell tower. I say that is more than a little relevant.
Objection!
Layton,
Your Honor,
if I may.
the Inquisition believes the defense's question to be irrelevant to the current case.
How? Fucking how?
Professor? What are you saying?
It would seem the defense has forgotten a very important point. Namely, the point of this, Mr. Wright.
Pulls out gun and shoots Phoenix.
The
Huh?
point of this knife. Here, catch!
What? Oh,
Aim. Aim of this trial is to find the identity of the Great Witch Bizella. Whether or not Miss Darklaw locked the witness at the top of the bell tower is hardly relevant to the purpose of this trial.
Left you, Professor!
Thank you.
But
There is one thing that is very clear. Neither Miss Darklaw nor this witness could possibly be Bizella.
what?
If either one of those two were Bizella, then there would be no need for them to have used this robe of invisibility. They cannot use any magic, therefore it is inconceivable that either of them could be the Great Witch.
Shit.
Damn.
A rather straightforward argument if there ever was one. At the time of the incident, there were 3 people present. Of those 3, 2 used the robe of invisibility to vanish from sight, leaving only one person, indeed, Miss Cantabella.
Ugh.
Damn it, Layton, why do you have to make sense?
With this in mind, the larger question is, who is Bizella?
Is that not obvious? The accused, Spella Cantabella, is the only possible answer. Besides, the accused's voice was heard by all the townspeople chanting the spell Grandworm.
Objection!
Not so fast. I happen to think these witnesses are truly relevant to this case. Did you forget about Miss Kira? She just supposedly took a one-way trip into that pit of fire over there. And yet here she is in one piece testifying that she returned in order to kill the ruler of Labyrinthia, the storyteller. Then there's Miss Darklaw, who rendered the defendant unconscious and proceeded to transport her up the bell tower. I'd say there's more than enough reason to investigate who these two really are.
Only to discover that they are not, in fact, the Great Witch Bizella?
I mean, you don't have to make it sound stupid, but yeah. I'm saying there's a possibility that these two are somehow related to Bizella.
court will now announce its thoughts on the matter.
Not guilty.
I must say what Inquisitor Layton has stated certainly does ring true.
Of course.
However, Lady Darklaw, I have one question I must ask you. What exactly were you hoping to accomplish here tonight?
I assure you, it was not my intent to deceive the good citizens of Labyrinthia. However, I must now reveal the truth to you all.
What did she say?
You don't think Lady Darklaw is in league with the witches, do you?
I just realized, why is her hair like that?
I don't know. Also, that ribbon is literally the same thing as the thing that Eve has. I'm still gonna stay on that theory, man. She's the fucking cat.
How is that possible?
I don't know, man.
He went to land with all of the other witches' demise.
Lady Darklaw, are you saying that you're...
That's right, my lord. I am a shade.
With a real Slim Shady, please sit. Shade?
Lady Darklaw, will you please tell the court exactly what you mean when you say shade?
Yes, of course. I grow weary of standing behind this bench. I will tell you all I can.
What the heck is she trying to pull? That's why that's something you can potentially undermine your credibility. I trust you, Mr. Wright.
Shades. Put on some shades.
Shades live outside the realm of those who dwell within Labyrinthia. To them I am known as the Great Witch. Those that are put to the flames in the witch trials become shades who live their lives in the woods.
Is this the carry out task you asked my mistress, the Great Witch herself? I'm not a witch, nor am I a wandering spirit.
What on earth? High Inquisitor Darklaw!
I feel like my brain's breaking more and more we go on.
Same. I'm starting to get a mild headache.
You mean to say that not only are you a witch,
Oh god.
but that you're the Great Witch?
Unbelievable. Lady Darklaw's the great bitch.
Great Witch. Doesn't that mean she's Bezella?
That's right, Lady Darklaw is Bezella.
I do hope you have not forgotten what we established only moments ago. It is not possible for Miss Darklaw to be Bezella. But Inquisitor Layton, surely the testimony just now proves it. I am afraid that in the heat of such revelations, you have all misheard the information.
What?
'Tis pointless. This is the extent of what the people of this town will believe.
I believe the truth will become clear during our cross-examination. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, hour? I think you're on the wrong side, Layton.
Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
I'm scared of like there's I feel a big somehow I feel a big revelation coming up, and I'm scared on what it is.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Great Witch?
Yes, that's right. However, I am not Bezella. The mistress to those who dwell in the Eldritch Woods is dubbed the Great Witch. Even if I wanted to be Bezella, I couldn't. As the ever-so-charming Inquisitor stated earlier, I cannot use magic.
Why, thank you for calling me charming, Miss Darklaw.
I have one question. What do you mean by live outside the realm?
But so you see, there's 7 realms, and I live outside of all of them.
I mean, just that, Inquisitor. We truly do live in a realm separate from this town. Now, surely one as intelligent as yourself has worked out the answer by now, no?
Perhaps. That remains to be seen, Miss Darklaw.
Regardless, it is something we cannot discuss with anyone. But it is something that the defense should be able to prove.
What?
What?
Pardon? Almost sounds like a challenge. By the way, Miss Darklaw, since you're not actually a witch, why do you continue to be called that?
To answer that, I must first discuss the true identity of the Shades.
The true identity?
Hold it!
So you're saying that the Kira here right now is a shade version of the Kira from before?
Indeed, Defender. The girl has no recollection of her life prior to living in those woods.
What manner of witchery is this? Why? This girl, or Kira the flower seller, was cast straight to the flames before our very eyes.
Right, Your Honor. But as you can see, she didn't die. You see, there's actually a trick to the incineration device in the witch's court.
A trick?
Once the verdict has been delivered, the court attendants move the steel cage into the position, after which it seals shut. Then, the cage is dropped down into a pit of fire.
I still remember how fucking horrific that was, seeing Maya drop down into that before we knew that she was still alive.
That was... Oh god, that was something indeed. The bottom of the cage then opens, allowing the witch inside to escape unharmed into an underground passage.
If what you're saying is true, Defender, then... what of this town's witch-purging history? What has been the purpose of all this?
You and the knights have indeed been ridding Labyrinthia of witches. However, nary a single life has been taken in the process. That is the reality.
Okay, but why though?
But... you cannot truly expect me to believe such a ridiculous notion.
Who?
That's Maya.
Whom?
Your Honor, it's true!
Oh!
Take a good hard look. It doesn't get any more alive than this.
It's you!
Maya the Iron Club!
I am me!
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
Well, it's actually Maya Fey, your forgetfulness.
Wow. What the heck are you doing? What's gonna recognize you? That's sort of the point.
Yeah, but seeing is believing, Nick. Now they have to believe you.
'Tis real!
Do you see? Are you satisfied? All those found guilty in the witch trials lose their names, magic, and memory.
Yes, she's innocent.
They are then sent to spend their lives as shades in the Eldritch Woods. And the mistress of those shades is the Great Witch. As you can see, this girl too has become a shade.
I have no more words to express my utter disbelief at this situation. That's a very loud siren.
I thought that was coming from the game for a second.
That's
What
enough.
do you want?
Shall we return to the testimony?
I have the feeling things are gonna get a lot worse.
Hold it!
These tasks you mentioned, are they like wires and cleaning the vent and stuff? Yes! Someone come here and then come to Zella. What?
Wait just a moment, witness.
So
Excuse me?
That line went right over my head. What?
Wait, become Bazella, what the fuck? Did you just say become Bazella?
Yeah, Basel is actually a cosplay we do from time to time. Absolutely grateful.
Why would anyone be given such a terrible task?
Pretty fun.
Wiring is so easy, bro. Come on.
Where have these shirts been going?
Order! Order!
I'm sorry. I don't know why I was given such a task. All I can do is follow the orders I'm given. If I can do that, then I can return. What do you mean you can return?
Such is the nature of the shades.
Get your food out your fucking mouth.
Neither human nor witch. Theirs is an existence spent in the shadows. Each of the shades is given specific tasks.
Do medbay scan.
Then, upon successfully completing such tasks, they are allowed to return to Labyrinthia as brand new people.
What?
But Lady Darkra, how can they return as brand new citizens? When we already know who they were. For instance, we all recognize the former flower seller standing before us.
Now that, my lord, remains a secret, but a secret you will come to understand sooner rather than later.
Oh god.
Simply baffling. What the fuck is going on?
The one who gives us our tasks is the Great Witch. That would be you. I mean... You're kidding. Nah, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, what just happened is we looked back at episode 7, and Maya literally said... What was it? It was... Oh, hail to thee, oh magnificent magical one! And then here's Kira saying, oh, magnificent one!
I'm surprised you remembered that.
Okay.
What the hell?
I mean, to be fair, currently at the time of recording, this came out 2 weeks ago, so...
Okay, that makes more sense.
But, like, by the time this comes out, it's like 3 months ago.
Well, this explanation is wrought with much I cannot comprehend. Burp. A request to witness. A request to witness to her testimony. Also, go into full screen, please. I can see the bottom of your computer.
Your computer.
Hello, I am under the water. Please help me. Okay, there we go.
Okay, okay. She was.
Hold it!
So about these tasks, can you give us any other? God damn.
You're gonna keep making Among Us references.
Give us any other examples. Oh, never mind. The Shade's tests must never be discussed without us, no matter what. Even though she just finished telling us all about her secret task.
Incidentally, do you perhaps remember the first night of September, 21st night, in fact, when you arrived back in town to carry out your orders?
And do you in fact remember the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of 87?
Well, not really. My memory's still a little fuzzy.
Hey, didn't Kira only just recently become one of those shade thingies?
I failed on my task tonight. Think of it, when Luke and I had our little run-in with Kira, I remember reading Bone Clear across the marketplace. But I never saw any explosives or gunpowder. Which means it wasn't a creeper.
Maybe. Here was given the task of blowing you to smithereens, Nick.
Oh, yes, of course. And we're done. Back to the testimony. I'm sure there's something here that doesn't add up.
Hold it!
You really don't have any recollection of your old flower selling stuff? I don't.
When a witch becomes a shade, they lose all memory of their past life.
Did they lose their life? But why?
And yet, you still have some grasp of the concept of magic, do you not, Witness?
Let me spell it out for you. Magic does not exist in the Eldritch Woods.
Oh, but there are actually lots of things back in the forest I have not seen in this town. There are things there that you haven't seen here? Like, really?
What? What? Excuse me?
I think I figured out the twist.
I guess it's that all the magic is just... It's just fake magic, I guess? I guess
Are you
we're still
seriously
in the
telling
real
me?
world.
Like, wow. They are
What?
not gonna like that at all. I'm guessing that's the twist. Like, really huge
Yep,
machines,
probably.
that sort of thing. Wait, what the...
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, God. This is literally like get a headache speedrun. This one that spits out fire with such amazing speed that it expels these huge plumes of great smoke.
A machine that spits fire? Never have I heard of such a thing.
I'm just saying this with no context, but no one will know what I mean. Someone in the chat just said the mug is bisexual.
It is.
Are you certain that these machines of which you speak are not simply magic?
You know, now that you mention it, I actually think anyone can actually see those of us from the forest. They can't see you? Do something with their robe?
How can such a thing even be possible without magic?
Objection.
What the... what?
Miss Darklaw, if I may interrupt for just a moment.
I mean, Miss Kira was the one talking, but whatever.
What is it, Inquisitor Layton?
Through your testimony just now, we have all come to understand the process of how one becomes a shade.
Will the real Slim
However-
Shady please stand up?
I was hoping you could perhaps elaborate on one additional point. Namely, what exactly is the purpose behind the shades?
If you wish to know our purpose, there are certain other things you must first understand. Once you've done that, the answer should be quite clear. Isn't that right, Defender?
Huh? What do you mean?
The purpose behind the shades?
Rest assured you will not get the answer from me. As the saying goes, the witch is in your court, Defender.
Sounds like Dark Plus challenged me to figure this out. Challenge accepted.
There is but one true purpose for the shades that dwell within the Eldritch Woods.
Are you just present any? Like,
What are you trying to say?
their purpose is to make the magic happen. Like, they control the machines in Labyrinthia.
Ooh, okay.
Fuck
I
it.
think there's an,
Yep. Oh my god. This is
a brain blast.
This almost feels like the professor reveal, honestly. This is like...
This is pretty big. I mean,
Like,
we were kind of we were kind of sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
It's like... It's not... Like, magic is the foundation of Labyrinthia. They're not gonna take this well at all. Oh god.
I was gonna say that, like, this twist isn't, like, super surprising, at least to me, because
I mean, to be fair, that's
we were
like...
making theories on this.
Like, deep down, this is the main theory we really had about the magic, because that is just not real. Which I guess...
Yeah.
I guess that does mean that if we're right about this, that means we are still in the real world.
I don't fucking know how, but
Yeah, that still doesn't explain how the fuck we got transported to Labyrinthia.
through the book, like, I don't know how you explain any of that, but
Something that doesn't exist? I have a feeling no one is going to... Yeah, you're probably right. I have a feeling no one's going to like the answer I'm about to give. It's probably going to end up shaking this town to its core. But
you're really in sync with Phoenix today.
I've got to tell them. The truth has to come out. Oh, not this theme. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Since I arrived here in Labyrinthia, there's been no shortage of really strange events. Ignaz, Demir, Godot, Goldor, and now Grandworm.
Mere command of magic is in itself a crime, is it not?
In this town, witches are arrested and made to participate in witch trial. They are then sentenced to death by fire. But none of those witches actually died, as it was a death by fire wasn't actually real. And neither is magic. It doesn't really exist.
What are you saying, Defender?
And neither does magic. It doesn't really exist.
Even if you say it again, I just... Okay.
The Eldritch Woods apparently contain some rather large machines unlike anything that exists in Labyrinthia. Machines that emit fire and produce large plumes of smoke. To top it all off, the citizens of Labyrinthia are not able to see said machines.
It sounds like nothing more than magic.
Yes, that's exactly it, Your Honor. This Dark Law. Magic doesn't really exist in this town. That's the answer, isn't it?
Magic does not... What utter nonsense!
It seems we have finally arrived at the stunning conclusion. The secret behind Labyrinthia.
What?
And that makes Belduke's suicide a lot... That makes it a lot worse. Imagine learning that your entire life in this town, and just magic in general, just isn't real. That would break anyone.
Order, I say! What is the meaning of this?
This brings me back to my earlier point. If no one actually died by magic, does that mean that Belduke's the only actual victim in this town?
Oh, fuck.
That's...
Fuck. Fuck. You're right.
Oh my god.
You're right.
That makes it so much worse!
I didn't even realize what I was saying.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
And the worst part about it is that he knew the secret, if you remember his dying letter.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
But
He couldn't handle it.
maybe, like, those memories got suppressed and seeing the bell tower brought it back? Is there something
That's
we're missing? Is there something we're missing about the bell tower? Are we missing something?
I'm not sure. We have to continue. We have to see where this goes.
And just like that, I'm hooked in again. It means that all of the magic you've seen in this town was nothing more than an illusion created and put into motion by the Shades.
But Defender, the witches, we've clearly seen them use magic.
It was the Shades operating machines.
Let us take a moment to think carefully about the systems employed by the Shades. Systems?
Like System 32.
What is essential in order for a witch to use magic?
The witch must possess Italia Magica, and must say an incantation in order to cast a spell.
So the Talia Magicas are just
Random
miniature
sticks.
machines.
And the spells able to be cast are determined by the Scepter's magic gems, which is
It's just
nothing more than
it's a glorified
projector.
It's a glorified TV remote.
It's just a projector, bro.
It's a fucking glorified TV remote. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me?
It's a Roku TV remote. What the?
Now, what do you think is the purpose of placing such requirements on the use of magic? What do you mean, purpose? Shut your mouth! Listen! These requirements are not there to allow the user to cast magic. Rather, the reality is that they are there to inform the Shades of who should be using magic.
Oh, it's like a signal.
Oh, interesting.
It is possible that witches were always being closely observed by the Shades. That's why they donned these robes, to appear hidden until they were needed to create magic. Create? Indeed. There are all kinds of spells within this tome. Sorry, Mr. Wright, I stole the book from you. It would be quite troublesome if they were simply allowed to use any spell at will.
Give me my book back.
I'll give it to you after I continue reading, okay?
Oh, whatever. It would make the Shades' job that much more difficult, for sure.
Precisely so. That is why it was imperative that a certain restriction be placed on the use of magic.
But then how does the Great Witch work? Because they don't need Italia Magica and can use any spell at any time.
The Great Witch doesn't exist. There's no Bizella. She just doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying.
The storyteller had to know the truth, right?
I would say so, yes.
So was, like, the storyteller the real Great Witch then? Seems like he was
I don't
writing
know.
stories that basically was the script of this town?
I'm not sure how all this works. I don't know how the storyteller fits into it. to be
Well, we're
honest.
gonna figure it out all today, so... Oh my god, this is... Like, it makes sense, but it doesn't make that any easier to swallow.
Yeah.
Ugh. You're referring to the Talia Magica, right, Professor? Like, I know it's Talia Magica, but, like, I literally cannot say that without, like, actually thinking about it. Like, why would you say Magica? Like, Magica
no
just...
goddamn.
Of course. No wonder the scepter could only contain... No wonder the scepter could contain only 2 magic gems. Then there's the incantation. What would happen if a witch could simply whisper the incantation quietly to herself but not even say it at all?
Then they wouldn't know when to activate it.
Yep. Boy, that'd be so cool. I'd be casting spells all day long and no one would ever see it coming. Not even you, Nick.
I would say let's not say that in this court, but I don't think there's going to be any consequences. We spent an entire trial proving you weren't a witch, remember? If the witches didn't give some sort of signal, then there would be no way for the shades to know when to cast the spell. I'm proud of you, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright. I'm proud of you. The incantations were a way of telling the shades when the witch was ready to use magic. Sorry, I mean magic.
What on earth? Never did I think these requirements could have such a purpose.
Now, let's think back to the previous event leading up to today that have involved magic. Our first encounter with magic was the use of the spell Ignaze a few nights ago. Yes, that was only a few nights ago. A spell like this.
What the fuck?
Was nothing more than a flame spewed from a machine being used by the Shade.
What happened to those two guys then?
That's my question, man.
And that means to me, my name! Someone said my name again! Ah!
The spell that makes the caster disappear? No doubt about it. It must have been this robe.
Next is the incident with Gold Orb, a spell that transmutated me into a golden statue. While I understand this may sound a bit absurd, I can only surmise.
That is fucking insane!
Wow.
Wait, how did Maya not notice? Maya, you were right there!
That's a really good question. I'm assuming that she was knocked out as well.
That the Shades created a gold statue in my image, took me and left it in my place the instant the incantation was uttered.
Professor, it's no more absurd than anything else that's happened so far.
We can therefore conclude that all of the magic in Labyrinthia was created in a similar vein. What do you say to that, Miss Darklaw?
10 out of 10 would argue again.
I'd expect nothing less from you, Inquisitor Layton.
But how did this
At any
incident
given
happen?
time, there were between 5 and 10 witches in town. All of the witches were accompanied by shades at all times.
What?
It was easier than you would think. You see, the shades living in the Eldritch Woods total in the hundreds.
Hundreds?
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of
How many
witches.
people have you burned?
It was simply a matter of having each of those shades operate in shifts in order to watch over each of the witches within the town.
I must say, Lady Darklaw, there is quite a number of shades.
It was not only those who fell victim to the flames that were turned into shades,
Don't tell me the victims.
but their victims too were made permanent residents of the Eldritch Woods.
Oh my god, Belduke was the only victim.
Yeah. Because there was no witch to kill him. He killed himself.
I really hope Grail isn't here.
I'm pretty sure she's still incarcerated. She's in prison right now.
Like, oh my god. Imagine getting that hope that the person who saved your life is alive, just to realize that he's the only one who actually died. Like, that is...
And that really fucking sucks, because if she had succeeded in killing him, he would probably still be alive. Probably. But because he got to himself first, there was no chance for Grey Earl to actually do the killing.
That fucking sucks.
That's awful.
Him killing himself literally killed him. Which, I know that sounds rather self-explanatory, but, like, you guys probably know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
what the... So the fact that Grail didn't kill him is the worst scenario? Really? That's so
like it.
fucked!
Then those two shady thieves from before were turned into shades? Oh yes, you mean Robs and Mugs. Despite their dubious appearance, those two were a couple of my best shades.
Shady thieves turn into shades. The phrase itself.
Literally.
I cannot believe what I have just heard.
Yeah, no one knows what to say.
Yeah.
However, there's still one thing I do not understand just yet.
And what would that be?
As has just been explained, we have established that there is no possibility of magic being real.
Yeah, like, where do we go from here?
Good
Like, does the
question.
trial just end?
I don't know.
But replacing me with a gold statue to give the illusion of transmutation, for example. Well, it sounds simple enough. I myself, and presumably also Miss Fey, have no recollection of this.
Okay, we
replacement
are gonna get into this.
We're bringing it up. We're bringing it up. Awesome.
Hey, that's right. The professor got all blingy before I could even bat an eye.
It begs the question, how and when was that statue created, let alone used to replace me?
That is true.
Same goes for Ghidorah. It's supposed to create a portal between... Work. Like,
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
it's supposed to create a portal between two green-colored walls.
Perhaps. That is exactly why the spell can only work on green walls, Mr.
Green screen?
You're fucking kidding. No. Still, it'd be impossible for them to get those portals ready so quickly. They fucking have a ham at the ready.
It's a fucking green screen. It's a fucking green.
I agree. If we take a moment to think,
Content creators love this game.
we can see that all of these spells have one strange thing in common.
What? Thing in common?
Yes, indeed. Almost as if some time between the start and end of the incident was unaccounted for.
Like, I can get how, like, the only spell that makes sense here is Faintfall. Because, like, someone can just always have chlorophyll at the ready, or chloroform at the ready. But, like, all the other ones make zero sense.
Furthermore, any memory I might have had regarding the incident seems to have simply disappeared in the process.
I got it, Nick. It's just like what happened to Kira. She's got absolutely no memory of her life in Labyrinthia before the trial, right?
Yes, I do not remember this Kira person you speak of.
And, oh yeah, when you really think about it, doesn't it seem super weird how the Shades are able to return to town if they complete their tasks?
Right, Maya. I mean, the townsfolk are bound to remember some things about them, right? Like how much Kira here threw away a major hissy fit and Gordon was barbecued for being a witch?
Eloquently put, Mr. Wright. Hence, we cannot yet conclude that this entire illusion was primarily accomplished through the use of machinery.
Wait, is this some Lake Leo guy shit from Avatar? Where they say, there is no war in Ba Sing Se, there is no war in Ba Sing Se, and they just hypnotize everyone?
Simply put,
I don't know.
there must have been some way of affecting the memories of all those within the confines of this town.
How is that possible?
Missing time and lost memories? Now that is interesting, Inquisitor.
Do you not know?
You are correct. There is in fact a secret that lies within the depths of the Eldritch Woods. Something that the people of this town cannot see. Something that can rob people of their time and memories.
The flashback light.
'Tis the very thing that connects all of what you have heard tonight. 'Tis a secret of monumental proportions.
I can't even give a theory. I have literally no clue.
I guess the only thing is the Great Fire.
So I thought, like, is a secret to be jolly?
No, man.
Here's a secret that cannot be revealed by the mistress of the Eldridge Woods. Is that right?
Yes, an excellent deduction, Defender.
Are we gonna have the storyteller come in and reveal the secret to us?
Witches' souls wander astray within the Eldritch Woods. Until tonight, I thought this nothing but a mere fairy tale told to children. But it has become clear that a seemingly large organization lies within that forest.
The Witch's Court is the border between this world and the other world.
Then that means, in this world, your Labyrinthia's High Inquisitor, while also being mistress to the shades in the other world, who is known as the Great Witch.
May I intervene for just a moment, Mr. Wright?
Sure.
In all honesty, there is still something that sticks out as a little odd. Particularly in Miss Darklaw's previous testimony.
You're gonna have to remind me. Did you say the previous testimony? Alright, push that out of my head.
Relatable.
There was one vital truth that we managed to take away from that testimony.
Magic's bullshit.
You mean that magic does not truly exist in Labyrinthia? Indeed, quite a vital, albeit shocking truth.
However, there is one more truth hidden within that same testimony.
There is?
Yes.
I'm nearly an hour without saving. I'm really risking it here.
Just get for the biscuit.
There's something else in that testimony? Let's check the court record on the heads of the account, but I didn't find a single contradiction.
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Wright?
You can use testimony.
When there is no evidence left, we have but one more weapon at our disposal with which to uncover the truth.
Oh, hey, I've got it, Nick. Remember, in a witch trial, you can cross-examine two witnesses at the same time.
That's right. I completely forgot. You'll have a look at two testimonies side by side. There's bound to turn up a contradiction somewhere.
And that contradiction provides us with a much-needed clue. Will it be blue, though? Who knows?
I'm not entirely sure where the professor is going with this, but I believe in his judgment. Besides, if we're going to blow this case wide open, it's got to be worth a shot.
Very well, we will now take a closer look at Lady Darklaw's previous testimony.
This is it. Miss Darklaw's previous testimony. There is a glaring contradiction between this piece of testimony and the others. Ready yourself, Mr. Wright.
To them, I am known as the Great Witch. She was the Great Witch. Which means she's not currently the Great Witch.
Objection!
What?
That's so fucking cool.
Hello! I came over here.
Your Honor, there's obviously a huge discrepancy between these two pieces of testimony. Miss Darklaw said that she is known as the Great Witch. Wait, I pointed that out at the beginning!
You did?
However, according to Miss Kira's testimony, Miss Darklaw was her venerable mistress, the Great Witch.
That is correct. She was the Great Witch. Note Miss Kira's use of the past tense.
Past tense? I'm afraid my grammar is not quite what it used to be.
Brother, please.
May I ask what you mean,
Dude,
please?
you cannot be this fucking stupid, please.
Help!
Help me! It's simple. Miss Darklaw was the mistress to the Shades, or as they called her, the Great Witch. Therefore, She is no longer the Great Witch. What does this mean, though?
Not the Great Witch? Witness, is this true?
Huh?
It is as you have heard, my
I'm
lord.
so confused. What is happening?
My brain.
I relinquished my position as Great Witch in order to fulfill the objective of this task.
What? What do you mean?
What would that objective be again?
That would be the assassination of the storyteller, Your Honor.
Witness, at the beginning of this trial, you stated that you came to town in order to complete your task, didn't you? What's more, you said that you were going to summon the fire dragon to do it. Now, this task, it wasn't Miss Darklaw here that gave it to you, was it? No, it wasn't.
So then, the most pressing question is, who was it that gave you that task? Who told you to come to Labyrinthia and assassinate the storyteller?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Bruh. I cannot tell you, no matter what. Alright, so Darklaw isn't the Great Witch anymore. Which means to me, the mastermind behind this entire thing is...
Would seem. Enzo's worked it out as well. Mr. Wright, you know who really gave Miss Kier her task tonight, do you not?
Defender, I ask that you enlighten the court. Show us who really gave this witness her task to assassinate the storyteller.
This is crazy. What?
This is bananas.
Take that!
The storyteller?
Oh boy. Okay.
I have a feeling he's going to show up soon.
We're talking about someone with the authority and power to replace the Great Witch. Someone who calls the shots. I can't think of anyone else that meets that criteria, except for the storyteller himself.
Preposterous! Then that would mean...
Exactly, Your Honor. It means that the storyteller gave this final task to Kira himself. He was, in short, responsible for his own assassination.
Wow. I know that's implied, but, like, actually hearing that... Wow.
What? Order in the court! But for what purpose? Why would he plan his own assassination?
That I cannot say, Your Honor. However, the final chapter of the story does tell of his inevitable death. While he assigned this task to Kira himself, it is perfectly natural that he would do so. However, what is not natural is your behavior tonight, Miss Darklaw.
What was unnatural about the High Inquisitor's behavior?
You were once the head of all the Shades, and yet tonight you tried to interfere with the storyteller's plan. You rendered Miss Kier unconscious and locked her away in the belfry of the bell tower.
Oh my lord.
That, to me, seems like the activity of someone aiming to put a stop to his plan altogether.
Indeed, Lady Darklaw, what would be the reason for such behavior?
I leave that to you, Mr. Wright.
Based on what we've seen in this trial, the defense believes Miss Darklaw's reason for covering up her actions tonight can only be attributed to one thing. This plan was handed down by the storyteller himself. And Miss Darklaw was definitely aiming to put a wrench in it, but why?
I guess you could say... I actually don't know.
It can't be the bottom. It's not the bottom, because, like, he ordered it himself. Like that. I want to say betray. There's only one possible reason I can think of as to why Miss Darklaw had to hide her actions tonight. She was aiming to betray the storyteller.
Betray the storyteller?
I agree, Mr. Wright.
Okay, but why?
The storyteller used the Great Witch Bezella to take his own life. Instructions to carry out the plan were given to Miss Kira. However, Miss Darklaw planned to intervene and change the scenario at the very last minute.
But change it to what? I'm going to do some.
Oh.
Oh my god.
But why?
Why would she
though?
do that?
Why? Why would she do that? Why would she do any of that?
She planned to do so by changing the identity of the Great Witch from Miss Kira to Miss Cantabella.
Thus bringing us to our current situation. Miss Cantabella on trial for the murder of her father at the hands of Bezella. You, Miss Darklaw, seem to harbor a rather strong hatred for the storyteller, if I am not mistaken.
A hatred, you say? Yes, I suppose you could call it that. That's right. Behold, my revenge.
Did you say revenge?
Miss Darklaw, will you please tell the court of your plan for revenge?
If you insist.
Another fucking testimony? Oh no.
Nope.
What in the fuck is happening?
The High Inquisitor, and also the Great Witch.
I feel like we've drastically changed the directions from a visual novel.
Yeah, a little bit.
Long have I donned those two masks. One as Labyrinthia's protector, the other its harbinger of destruction. In other words, I was merely meant to serve him. And yet, he sought to selfishly pen the ending of the story under his own terms. He did not care enough about me, or any of the townspeople to allow us the dignity of deciding our own fate. Indeed, what we witnessed tonight was the cowardly act of a man looking for an easy way to end which that he could not properly finish. He cared for no one but himself, hence this sudden sham of an ending. And for that, I will never forgive him.
What do you mean by sham of an ending?
The Great Witch Bezella is to summon a dragon of fire and end the life of the Creator. She will then be put on trial and judged, thus heralding a period of peace and prosperity for all of Labyrinthia. Such is the ending written for this town and its people. It is not an ending I oppose in principle. Who would not wish a happy ending for their own people? However, the problem lies in Bezella's identity.
Bezella's identity?
As you know, he assigned the role of the Great Witch to this girl beside me.
But you're saying that was a falsehood, is that correct?
I knew Bezella's true identity. It is not something I could ever forget.
I'm lost again. I thought witches aren't real?
I'm also lost.
That is why I went to the bell tower, and it is why I took the accused there. I did it to ensure the true witch foretold in the story was given the judgment she was due.
The true witch? You don't mean...
Yes, I speak of none other than Aspella Cantabella.
But that makes no sense!
Objection!
Miss Darklaw, there's a glaring contradiction in your statement.
And what would that be?
It's supposedly common knowledge that Bazelle is capable of using all magic. However, that is far from the truth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Magic does not actually exist in this town. It's all one giant illusion created by the Shades. Therefore, the Great Witch Bazelle cannot exist either.
That's what I was saying.
Did no one fucking realize this?
You fool. Defender, you really don't have a clue, do you?
But wait just a minute now, is the defender not correct? If magic does not exist, then it goes without saying that witches do not exist either. And that would include the Great Witch, would it not?
That's right!
You've been lying to us this whole time.
Bastards!
Bastards.
Bazelle isn't real.
Objection.
Mr. Wright, there is
What?
a fundamental mistake in your argument.
What do you...
How so?
What? I'm so... I've never been so confused in an Ace Attorney game. What?
Same.
What do you mean?
I have but one simple question. What exactly is Bazelle?
The witches of all witches, I guess? Huh? Well, it's supposed to be the... basically what I said. The head of all witches?
Allow me to reword the question. The Great Witch Brizella is the root of all disaster within Labyrinthia. Knowing that, what specific disaster might she have been the root of?
A fire, I guess?
You're not telling me... You're not seriously telling me a spell started the Great Fire, are you? That would be,
I just thought of something.
Would you... How many times are you gonna just think of something, Maya?
We've been hearing Bazella's name left and right since we got here, but not once has the real Bazella shown up in person.
Indeed, Miss Fay. Bazella herself has been virtually absent from the story thus far.
But Inquisitor, did she not claim the life of the storyteller tonight?
It would appear so, Your Honor. However, there is just one more thing. Consider this. Which particular story is every citizen of Labyrinthia most familiar with?
Well, I'd have to be... the legendary fire, right?
Precisely.
Layton, where are you going with this?
Surely you're not serious. As the name implies, that is but a mere legend. No one knows for certain if it occurred.
So they say, but the reality is there are still traces of that terrible fire within the town today.
Professor's right. We've even seen some of it up close and personal.
But yeah, at the Great Archive. Wait, when did we go there?
We went there with Layton.
You're indeed correct, Inquisitor. Littered throughout the town are burnt remnants of a fire most fierce. However, no one could say for certain what transpired back then. You see, not a soul actually saw what happened.
Let me see if I have this straight. There's an entire town full of people and no one saw what happened?
Correct. Except for one particular person.
What?
There was one person who saw everything. I am speaking, of course, of the one responsible for the fire itself, the Great Witch Bazella.
What?
Okay, but where does that get us?
Who? What? I remember it all. Spella, what are you saying? When I close my eyes, I can picture it so vividly. The awful sight of the flames engulfing everything they touched. Scorching heat on my skin, the smell of burning cinder all around me. The large plumes of black smoke, the warm tears streaming down my face. I remember it all.
What you are recalling now is the moment the Great Witch Bazella destroyed our town. Well, it appears my role here is finished. As for the rest, I leave it in your capable hands, Inquisitor.
What?
Okay, bye.
Huh? Darklaw, she... What?
Wait, what?
She...
What the fuck?
What?
I thought that was just like just the animation of her leaving. No, she literally fucking disappeared. Okay, great.
She's right. These memories... The proof that I am No, not this again! That I am Bazella.
Okay, but this makes no fucking sense. Magic doesn't exist.
What?
But it's Bella.
Mr. Wright. Layton, can you please fucking explain this?
Remember, if you will, what I said at the beginning of this trial. I came here to prove that Estella Cantabella is in reality the Great Witch Bazella.
Right.
There is still one more thing I wish to present to the court. I would now like to call the final witness to the stand.
The final witness?
Oh boy, here he comes.
Hold it!
Ah, it would appear he has arrived.
Oh my god!
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I give you this trial's final witness, the storyteller.
And just like that, he appeared. The man who died not hours before. And the victim of this very trial. The storyteller himself. Professor chose one heck of a final witness. The warning is drawing closer and closer. How this trial will end is anyone's guess. To be continued? Are you for real?
Yep.
Is that the end of this chapter?
Not sure.